don't have my lights on. I just realized, hold on a second. I'm going to plug in my lights. Come on in. Let me get my lights here. I was stamping in the dark here. Hold on, give me a second. Let's see if I can get this one. There we go. I'm so sorry about that. I'm a little crazy today. My daughter is having a whole bunch of friends over, and so had to run to the grocery store and whatnot. So feeling a little busy today. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jaimie. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I am a Stampin' Up independent demonstrator from upstate New York, and I've been a demonstrator for about 5 years now. Absolutely love it. Best decision I ever made. If you are looking to follow me on my blog, on social media, to get my 5 free card tutorials, make sure you head over to jaimieb.com. That is kind of my catch-all link where you can find all my links, and that is jaimieb.com. So, welcome, everyone. Hello, Karen. Thanks for coming on in today. I shared this card over my blog, and it's the one I'm going to be making today. And it uses 2 different bundles. And I have to say, I rarely mix bundles. I don't know. I'm just kind of OCD like that. But I think these really work nicely together. And it's kind of a calm, soothing card. My daughters loved it. They say it's like so aesthetic right now. I don't know. These kids these days. So let me show you the 2 bundles. What I got working here. I'm a little chaotic all around me. I apologize ahead of time. So the welcoming window is the first bundle, and that's where we get these windows, and then the sentiment, the brick image in the background, the welcoming window. It is a bundle. It coordinates with the window flower box dies, and it is a photopolymer stamp set. I love this. It's just very unique, different, and it's just really nice. It's just really nice. The next one is the Plentiful Plants. This is new from the annual catalog, and it coordinates with the Perfect Plants dies. Again, anytime you bundle something, whether it's a stamp set with a die, stamp set with a punch, you are going to save 10% off, and it will have its own product code. So make sure you, when you're buying these products, that you use the product code together and you save that 10% off. And this is just very, very beautiful. I love this. It's very on point right now, very trendy with the plants. They're huge. They're everywhere. I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go to Target. I can't go anywhere without seeing plants everywhere. And then if you love this product, there is an upcoming event that I'm doing. It's the Bloom Where You're Planted event, and it's a to-go class. It's a to-go event. So all the details you can find on my at jaimieb.com. You will make 8 make and takes. You get an exclusive bag. You get 2 pillow gifts, and it ships for free. The cost includes shipping. And that we are using the Plentiful Plants Bundle and the Bloom Where You're Planted suite as a whole. In this event. It's really great. I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The make and takes are gorgeous. I was working on graphics the other day, so be sure to check out all the details over at jaimieb.com. Let's dive into today's card. I have thick basic white as my card base. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. If I can pick it up, there we go. Whenever you're using our basic white as a card base, I highly recommend using the thick basic white. It is a separate pack of paper. It's thicker, hence the name. And it also, it can stand up nice and sturdy. It's not going to implode on us. It's just really nice. And then let's just dive in. This is my color palette I'm working with. Garden Green. It's very subtle. I just use it in the sentiment, so it's barely noticeable. Soft Seafoam and Sahara Sand. That was my inspiration. So now I have another panel of basic white. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take the Sahara Sand and the brick image from the welcoming window. So again, I love when I get notifications that Jaimie is live right now. It's always a little delayed. Thank you. I've been live for a couple minutes. So the brick image is from the welcoming window. Again, I'm using 2, but this is from the welcoming window. Hey, Paula. Thanks for hopping on today. So glad to see you. Thanks, Karen. I'm going to not overthink this, okay? The idea is this is kind of rustic to get these brick images all around. So I'm going to ink up and stamp off. I want a lighter version of the Sahara sand or Sahara sand. I don't know. Which one do you say? I say Sahara. I think it's the New Yorker in me that makes it do a hard vowel. And I'm literally sporadically, randomly, not overthinking it, just kind of putting these bricks all over the place. And they do fit into one another. You'll see I can kind of layer them side by side. They do nudge into one another. We'll do another one here, and then maybe another one in the bottom here. Okay, you could cover this entire thing with the bricks, but that's not quite the image I was going for. I just kind of wanted this like little almost rustic brick background. Is that how you say it too, Karen? Sahara. No, Sahara. I say Sahara. Not Sahara. Now I'm getting all confused. Which one do I say? While I have the brick out and the ink pad, I'm going to just stamp the inside. I just did a very simple inside stamping. Same idea. Right inside, you don't have to do a separate piece unless you oops and goof, then you can do a separate piece. But I'm just going to do a couple of bricks on the inside for a little detail. Again, I'm really not overthinking this like at all. It's rustic. It's a rustic look. Those are my favorite because then you can't do it wrong. When it's rustic, if you oops, you're like, oh, that's because it's rustic. You just go, I did that on purpose. I was going for the rustic look, even though you totally weren't. Okay. Because I'm going with a simpler design, I wanted to add some texture to the background. Now, I know you are probably sick and tired of me using it, but I honestly can't help myself, okay? I'm using the Tasteful Textile Embossing Folder. It's my favorite, and I probably could use it on every single one of my cards, except I would rather show you a variety. But I just love it so much. It adds just nice texture. It's not overwhelming. When I just want like a little something, something, this is the one that I use. So I'm going to run this through my embossing machine here. And we get this. If I can get it out. There we go. Isn't that so nice? It's just, actually, I think I had it this way, right? Or did I have it this way? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But it has a nice texture to it. I just love it so, so, so much. Surprisingly, I didn't adhere this down with dimensionals. I just checked, but I guess I didn't. That's not like me, but we're going to keep with it. So I'm going to use some liquid glue to adhere that down. You could also use Stampin' Seal Plus would do the trick. Oh, by the way, did I say? I think I said it. This is 4 by 5 1/4. If I missed that, I apologize. That is 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, goodness. I can't get the words out today. 4 by 5 1/4. I swear it's because I have like these teenage girls all about to invade my house. They have me kind of crazy. I can't think straight. Okay, I need a piece of scrap basic white. Now, ahead of time, I used what are they called? Window flower box dies. And I cut these out ahead of time from basic white cardstock. And these are super fun. It's hard to tell. I can't pick that up. There you go. But there is some embossing that goes on that. So it's not just cut out, but it also has this wood green that kind of embosses into it. It's not super deep, but it does add a little bit of texture to it. Now, it cuts out this window that is see-through, but I didn't want see-through. I wanted a white window behind it. So all I did, whoops, I didn't get scissors. You're going to need your paper snips. I apologize. You might be able to hear the girls talking in the background. They're super excited. Okay. All I did was I took my window, and hey, Julie, thanks for coming on today and joining me. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a good day. I am having an excellent day. Although it's hotter than anything out there, hotter than blazes. The air conditioners, I feel like, are going in overdrive today. Okay, so I have my window, and I'm going to, listen, I could glue it like right here and then cut the whole thing, but I'm going to put it in a corner so I only have to cut out 2 sides. Okay, I could have glued this like right dab in the middle of my cardstock, but if I glue it in a corner, I only have to trim down 2 sides. Then I'm gonna come with my paper snips and just, first of all, I'm not gonna do this even. There we go. It's so much easier to maneuver when it's cut down. And just cut around the window. I'm actually kind of cutting under a little bit. I have my scissors kind of going underneath that window, just to make sure that I cut enough, okay? And so that's how I get that white solid. There isn't a die. Actually, is there a die? I don't think there's a die, but now I'm completely second guessing myself. Let's just look. Look at how much I've, I wonder if, nope, that wouldn't use it. Nope, you have to do it that way. It doesn't have a die. So if you want, as I drop a die, speaking of dies, oh, it fell somewhere. So if you want a solid window behind it, you just have to do that little trick, okay? Which is fine. These I am going to adhere with Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't know where that die fell, and I'm so afraid I'm going to run it over with my chair. Oh, there it is. Let me just pick that up. One time I dropped a die. I think it was like a circle die, and I rolled back. I have wheels on my chair, and I rolled back, and it rolled right over the die and like squished it. So now I get a little paranoid anytime I drop a die that I'm going to squish them. Okay. So here's the window. I'm going to try and get this center. Honestly, I think this is the hardest part of the card. I guess I could measure it out and make a mark on the paper and whatnot. But why do that when we can just completely eyeball it? Here we go. Ready? We're going to try and get this straight. And you don't really notice it until you put the window panes down, and then you're like, whoa, I was way off. Okay, I'm going to put the panes on either side. Window panes, I think they're called, right? Oh my goodness, window panes. Window shutters? Shutters, maybe. Okay, I'm going to put those down with more dimensionals. The smaller side goes in. The very first time I used this set, I glued them this way because it made sense to my head that way. But then that doesn't make sense because when you close your shutters, they don't line up. So this shorter side is the side that goes in. They are shutters. Then what's a window pane? That's different. I don't even know. Give me cards. Give me stamping. I can do that. But these like names of stuff, I just don't know. I could never do Jeopardy. I couldn't. I'd be like, what is window panes? They're like, lady, they're called shutters. Okay, actually, I'm going to put this on this way so I can get it in with my tweezers. Okay, whoops. Let's see, it's a little close, but I don't think it matters all too much. Okay, there's our windows. Oh, the pane is the glass. Oh. See, this is why I stamp and I don't, do other stuff. The shutters on the side of the windows. Okay, I gotcha. I had just got a little lesson there. I just learned something new. Okay, so this cute die, again, from the same window box dies, okay? It cuts out, so what are these things called? Whatever these are called. These little hinges? Hinges, I think. I cut them out using Sahara sand, Sahara sand, whichever one you say. And I'm going to use just a little bit of liquid glue to adhere them to my window shutters, because now I know. How about there? One. It does cut out 4 at a time, so it's perfect. Hinges. One of these times I do a live, I'm going to have to think about all the words I plan on saying and just make sure I know all the words, because I have no idea. Like the flower, like this plant. I don't know what plant that is. I feel like I should have done my research ahead of time and looked this stuff up. If my mom was on, she would know because she knows all things plants and flowers. She has a green thumb. I did not get that gene at all, believe me. Okay, there's another one. Now, I would highly recommend using tweezers, the inverted tweezers for these. They just make grabbing so much easier and will really help you get kind of great placement. So if you don't already have those, I recommend getting a pair of inverted tweezers. I just call them all flowers and flower parts. Now you sound like me. I call everything a thingy. You're going to put this thingy with that thingy next to that thingy. It's like everything's a thingy. Okay, we're getting there, okay? Now, I am going to switch up the sentiment. The one that I used here does come from the Welcoming Window stamp set, okay? I used that welcome. The one I'm going to use now, because I want to switch things up, is I'm going to use the You Touched My Heart from the Plentiful Plants. Just so you know, you don't get confused. So yeah. Let's work on our pots and plants. I apologize. My kids are running around upstairs. This is what happens at summer, and they have friends over. So I apologize that you hear little feet running around. Well, they're not so little anymore, but feet running around. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch my plates around. Okay. So I'm using, this is where I'm kind of mishmashing. You can't hear a thing. Can anybody else not hear a thing? Oh my goodness. Can you not hear a thing the whole time? I don't know. Oh, my kids. Oh. I'm like, oh my gosh, did you lose me? Oh, okay, good. They're like, literally, they're talking. Okay, good. Thank you. They're talking in my dining room, which is like directly above me. And I have an old house, so you can hear everything. They're running around. Okay, good. Okay, phew, I thought you couldn't hear me for a second. I was like gonna freak out. I'm gonna use this pot with this plant. Okay, and then I'm going to use a couple from the Welcoming Window. There are 3 smaller ones. I'm gonna use the sort of tall one and then the smallest one. Okay, so I'm kind of mixing, matching, and I honestly think the different pots, they just go so well together. They coordinate nicely. It's like they were meant to be used together. So that's the one from the Plentiful Plants. This is the one from one of the ones from the Welcoming Window. And then it's so cute. This little one here is so adorable. That little baby pot. And then we have 2 flowers or plants or whatever, leaves. I don't know. What are these things called? There's one that's kind of bigger and fluffier and has 5 leaves to it, and then there's another one that has 3 leaves to it. I'm using the one that has 5, and I'm going with soft seafoam. I really wanted a really soft, kind of serene, calm, relaxing colors and palette, and so that's kind of where my thought was with all of this. I need to get all the dies out. Let's see here if I can do this. This is the tall one. I've used this a time or 2. Can you tell? And then here's the small one. Yep, that's all I need from that. Then from the Plentiful Plants. Here's the thing. If you do not have the Plentiful Plants bundle already, and you are interested in the event that I have coming up, the Stamp Camp in a Box, I am offering to order the bundle for you as part of the event, as part of the Camp in a Box, with 15% off. So that you would get the 10% off because it's a bundle, and then I'm offering an additional 15% off the price. So if you are interested in Stamp Camp in a Box and you do not already have the Plentiful Plants stamped bundle, I would encourage you to get it during the event, as part of the event, because I'm going to throw in that additional 15% off. So yay. Yay. I'm always looking to save you a buck or 2, let me tell you. There are a bunch of things going on in Stampin' Up! Right now. It's a very exciting season, actually. The January to June catalog is retiring, and it will be done Wednesday. Wednesday is the last day, and then everything will be retired. So if you haven't taken a peek over at the retiring stuff, do so while it's still available. I am ordering up July to December and the second celebration catalogs Thursday, and I will get those out as soon as they come in. If you have placed an order from me since June 2020, you will automatically be mailed a catalog. Okay, you do not have to tell me. I will automatically have your name on a list, and that will go out. If you do not currently have a demonstrator you order from and would like to receive a catalogs, please let me know. I would be more than happy to pop your name on my list and make sure you get one. Okay, so again, if you've ordered for me in the past, you do not have to let me know. Your name will automatically go on the list. But if you do not currently have a demonstrator and would like to receive the catalogs, just shoot me a message and I'll add your name to the list. Okay, I cut those out with the coordinating dies from the different bundles. The plant, I think I'm gonna do it this way. The plants I'm going to attach just behind, and this little leaf, I'm gonna kind of have it poke over just a little bit. It's very subtle, but he does kind of have his little leaf branch. What is the in color, or when is the in color retiring? Well, they would have retired with the previous annual catalogs, Paula, so there's no colors retiring. This is product from the mini catalog from January to June, so it's that mini catalog. I don't think I have one here. Actually, I don't, oh, I do, hold on. There we go. Wow, that never happens. It's this catalog here that's retiring. So some product is carrying over into the annual catalog, but a lot of it is retiring, and it's while supplies last. So it'll be good and done starting Thursday. So you have a couple more days. It's called the Last Chance Sale, I think it's called. What did I do? My kids are literally running around upstairs, and I was like, guys, sit still and don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't make a noise. Be quiet. I'm gonna do my live. You have to be quiet. Okay, mommy. And now they're like running around up there. Oh, these kids. This is summer. I love summer. I really do. It's so great having them home. Okay, I'm adhering this one down with dimensionals, with the regular sized ones, and then I'm gonna take the mini one. Oh, there's something on this. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. And I was like, guys, you got to be quiet. The video picks up every little bit of noise. Oh, glory. Oops. So I'm using the mini ones to kind of go on the little branches. Actually, I'm going to put one more there, I think. Right there. Okay. Here we go. And I have a lot going out. I was working on my weekly tips and updates email. There is a lot going out this week, just a lot happening, like I said. So if you haven't already signed up for my weekly tips and updates email, it's a weekly email that I send out every Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday morning if I'm running behind, but usually by Tuesday I get it out. And I let you know stamping tips and tricks and just like news and upcoming specials. And I have a lot that I'm going to be sharing today, a lot of really fun things. So be sure, if you haven't already signed up for that you do so. When you do sign up, you will also get 5 free card tutorials, quick and easy card tutorials that will automatically get mailed to you when you sign up. And you can find that link at jaimieb.com. So again, that's my catch-all link. If you go to jaimieb.com, you can find that link, and it's going to go out today. I'm just about done with it. There's a lot. I am telling, it's a lot. It's a lot of exciting things, though. I love to share information with you about fun things that are coming up, and there's just a ton. There's a ton happening in the Stampin' Up! World, ton happening in my business, so all things good. Okay, these pots, I've just been doing and not telling. So I glued that one down with Stampin' Dimensionals. These little pots I'm gluing around that one just with liquid glue. And I think I'm definitely more to the right than I am in this one. I hope my sentiment fits there. Let's just see here, because if not, oh, it's going to be tight. I think I can get it to work, but it is going to be a little on the tight side, but that's okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to cut off. Let me just get a straight edge on this, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to keep using the one here. Oops, oops. Okay, so the sentiment, you touched my heart. I'm going to stamp in shaded spruce. Again, it's the only place that I pulled garden green. I meant shaded spruce. It's the only place I'm using the shaded spruce, but I wanted it like dark, right? Because I figured if I stamped it in either of these colors, it's kind of muted. You might not be able to see it too well. So I went with the shaded spruce. You touched my heart. Such a sweet sentiment. And I'm going to stamp that down here in the bottom. Now here's the thing, when I stamp or I'm including a sentiment that's on the smaller side, so thin, small, whatever, I usually don't cut out, oh, that's crooked. Hold on, I'm gonna try it over here a little better. I usually don't cut out the cardstock ahead of time. I literally will stamp it like on a big cardstock like this and then trim it down. Why do I feel like, or is it not? Is that just my eyes? I feel like that's a little crooked. Is that a little crooked? Listen, I have to go to the eye doctor on Thursday, so it could just be my eyes, but that looks crooked to me. I'm going to try it once more. And if it comes out the same, then I'm going to say it's not, it's my eyes. That I'm stamping straight and it's just my eyes giving me a hard time. Okay, here we go. Maybe I should really focus. Well, I thought it was really focused, but I don't know why. My eye, it's like I want to tilt it. Okay, let's try that. It looks good, Julie. Okay, maybe I'm just maybe it's my eyes. It honestly could be my eyes. They've just been giving me a lot of trouble lately. So just give that a second to dry. So again, I just stamp it and then I pull out my trimmer and I get rid of the garbage and I just cut it this way. I don't know. I lost my thing. Wait, did I? I totally lost it. Oh, there it is. It fell. My cutter, my blade fell. That's funny. That has never happened to me before, like in a live. Okay, that's different. It's all good. Okay, and then I just trim it down. So it ends up being, it's like 5/8 of an inch. If you really want a measurement, that's like 5/8 of an inch. And like 1 3/4 maybe or so. I'm going to cut the end in a banner, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're looking for a measurement, like 5/8 by 1 3/4. But I'm going to trim the end. And I'm going to go pretty close because I'm dealing with a small space here. Okay. Trim, trim. Perfect. Now, does it fit is the question. Whoo, it barely fits, but I think it works. It barely fits, but it works. Oh, here's the other thing. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining me today. July 1st starts a designer series paper sale. This is so exciting. I am a huge fan of designer series paper. I use it constantly, all the time. 15% off select patterns from the annual catalog. There's 9 in total, and they're 15% off. Now, when you spend in July $25, or doesn't have to be or you buy 2 packs of designer series paper in any order, which I think ends up being about 25, a little shy. I'm going to give you my 9 tips for using designer series paper, because I know you have stacks of it sitting at home that you haven't used, and I know it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you my 9 tips for using designer series paper, and each tip comes with a card tutorial to show you exactly how to put it into practice. So July 1st, be sure to check out that sale. Last Chance Products is going on right now until Wednesday will be the last day. Be sure to sign up for my weekly tips and updates email. All of this will go out there, plus lots more. You're not going to want to miss it. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me today. Again, head over to jaimieb.com to place orders, to follow me on social media, and to sign up for my weekly email. I will be back next week, same time, same place, and I certainly hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.